What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, as well as the Russell 1000 and the S&P 500. Now this is ironic because this is my second time trying to record this. Of course my editing software wanted to crash and completely ruin the and corrupt the file, which is excellent. Perfect, bravo. But lots of things to go over in today's video. Yesterday we left off talking about how some of these cryptocurrencies, like even though we were starting to see a breakout above major resistance, that there was this big chance we could start to see a correction back to the downside here. You can see in the thumbnail of yesterday's episode where we were watching this kind of descending fractal take place and how we had confirmed a breakout above that, that even though crypto was showing signs of heading to the upside, you then had something like the Russell 1000, which did the opposite. We hit a major resistance right here, and that was, in our minds, going to cause a correction back down a moving average, a healthy, necessary pullback that would eventually allow us to head up even higher. And that's what we're seeing right now. You can see VONG, the Russell 1000, has started to head lower here. When I made this video in the morning, we saw the pre-day trade and we were starting to head to the downside. Stock market is obviously heading lower too, back down a moving average. Why? Well, that's because we've been overbought and we can't go that much higher. So we need to pull back down a little in order to allow us to head up, which is what we're experiencing now. So this isn't a shocker or a surprise. What is a shocker and a surprise was a small correction that we're starting, not too much of a surprise, but we are starting to see a small correction. I have adjusted the XRP descending fractal. I was talking about it earlier before the website, the recording software decided to crash. I moved it from here to where we are now and said, hey, maybe we didn't see a breakout just yet. Maybe there's potential to see another one. Like maybe we're not out of the woods just yet. So that's what we're going to continue off on in today's episode. So make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. I want to give a huge shout out to DOGEALTCOIN for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects and platforms, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, I want to share an up and coming project with you that could be Doge 2.0. It's called DOGEALTCOIN, and I think you'll want to check this out. So far, they've already raised over $600,000 and the momentum is just getting started. Now, what really caught my attention was their Twitter presence. They're actually followed by Elon Musk himself, which is a huge green flag, obviously, for any crypto project. And when I checked out their roadmap, I saw they're growing steadily with each phase, attracting more and more investors. Now, let's take a step back and compare it to the original OG Dogecoin. At its lowest, Dogecoin was trading at just fractions of a cent. And if you had gotten in early, you'd have seen the incredible returns of over 1000x at its peak. And now imagine the potential if you got into the next Doge while it's still in its early stages. I also explored their dashboard on the site, super clean and user-friendly. You can track the price chart in real time and even earn through their referral system. Making a purchase is straightforward. You can use popular tokens like Ethereum, USDT, and others, and it's seamless and accessible for both crypto newcomers and even veterans. Then there's their Twitter page, DOGEALTCOIN, which it's not just about Elon. A ton of influential voices are following and engaging with them as well. And I also looked at their Twitter score, and it's scoring really well, showing strong engagement and credibility across the platform. And here's the key. They're in their first round of their pre-sale, and only 1% of the total token supply is allocated at this stage. And that means you're getting in at the lowest possible price, the kind of opportunity that really doesn't come around that often. And projects like this have plenty of potential, but they also come with volatility and uncertainty. And that's why you should do your own research. So if you're even remotely curious, head over to DOGEALTCOIN.com and you can check them out, obviously, in the description down below. Otherwise, shout out again to DOGEALTCOIN for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into the technical analysis. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is doing a trading competition where you can win free bonus crypto, AirPods, iPads, iPhones, backpacks, watches too. Super cool. This is for people that like to trade, or if you're already trading, you can register, and it really would just, get an odds. You got to be in it to win it, but if you're already trading, then it would only hurt you to not join it, if that makes sense. Why miss out on something that you don't have to do any extra for? You might as well just take advantage of it. So the link to this is down in the description below. It ends on the 6th, which is in about 2-ish weeks. So, increase your odds. You might as well enter in something like that, especially if you're already trading. If you're not already actively trading, then it's not really necessary. It doesn't affect you here, but there are bonuses that BitFi does offer where you can check out that might be of influence to you that you might like here, up to 8K in free bonus cryptocurrency. I'll explain more about that later on in today's video. But you can see right now in the current coin market cap that we are starting to kind of veer lower and starting to slide downwards. We're 76 in the Fear and Greed Index. It's about time we start to see a correction. It's about time we start to see a bit of a reversal here. And you can see that we've been trading sideways for a while, and now the descent is starting to take place. Every crypto, you can see the descent is starting to pull us downwards here. And this is not a surprise. It shouldn't come as a surprise to a lot of you. We were drawing, when we had this drawing here, we said, oh, look, we saw this breakout. There's a chance we could continue to head higher, similar to this breakout that we had here. History is repeating itself. But now that we've looked at the charts a little bit longer, we've decided to tweak top price ceiling and say, hey, maybe we are in a much larger descending fractal, and this will fill in. And then we'll get that result, that final break to the upside here. And that could be maybe what ends this small little recovery bull run that we're seeing with an XRP, because I'm also a very strong believer that we are in a bull flag, and the fact that we are correcting lower is not really coming to me like a surprise. Like, we could also just send it downwards here. Very big chance. But either way, we could have one last run and then followed by a pullback, and that would be the final shoulder on XRP's journey before we break through neckline and head to the downside, because you can see the clear head and shoulders pattern here. There's a clear neckline in green, and then you can see the first shoulder, the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder here. I mean, it's very apparent, and it's very obvious that this is what's forming here until proven otherwise. I strongly, and I'm still in belief that this is what we are experiencing here. But aside from XRP possibly seeing another breakout, because this is excellent, we've adjusted the charts here. Now we see a beautiful descending fractal taking place. Something like Solana is still on the up and up. And we said that there was a correlation between the stock market and crypto. And we saw yesterday, we talked about this in yesterday's episode, that if the stock market starts to slide lower, there's a chance it could have a very big impact on crypto and forcibly pull it down, especially now that a lot of money in some funds, ETFs and stuff on the stock market are holding Bitcoin reserves and stuff like that. There's a good impact on both of people buying out and selling out and stuff like that. So it should ideally now influence that price. So the fact that we're seeing these cryptos start to correct is not a shocker or a surprise at all. Now, we're going to do all these trades on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange. You can see BitFi offers, for those that don't know, XRP to leverage trade here. So not many exchanges offer XRP to take advantage of here. And this is super cool. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, take profits, stop loss, reduce onlys, tons of different opportunities for you guys to take advantage of and test out, which is why I recommend checking them out. Link down in the description below. But aside from that, they also have this reward center, like I was saying earlier. So aside from the trading bonus, if you're not interested in that, they do have a way for you to earn up to 8K in free bonus cryptocurrency. Take advantage of the reward while it's still available, or if you're wanting to and it's not available for you, just make a new account. Make a new account with the link down below so you can get this reward, and then you can trade. Or if you've already spent your first bonus and you've used it all, again, make a new account, transfer it in, and then you'll get the bonus back. It's that simple. It doesn't get any easier than that. And you can continue to trade around on the exchange's dime, if that makes sense, which is super cool. They then have daily rewards too for you guys to test out and check or take advantage of here. Exclusive rewards and hot rewards. And then they have a demo account, which gives you 50K in demo money to practice trading your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how the exchange works, or just, keep yourself sharp. If you can make, several consecutive positive trades and profit off of it, then you might have what it takes to use the live account and then use their their bonus money to your advantage here. So lots of cool perks on BitFi for you guys to take advantage of here. They also have, like I said, I want to go over or move past XRP and BitFi for right now and check out Solana here, which you could see XRP was in this rally, and then we said, hey, maybe we're in a bigger descending fractal. Maybe. Not the case for Solana here. Solana's in this beautiful descending fractal here. We broke bullish. And it's almost like history has been repeating itself with this continued rally here. And what's interesting is we kind of rebounded off support. So I think there is still a chance, even though we had this quick little bull trap here or correction, you could see we're already reversing out of it here. So there's a chance we could just kind of rebound and swing right back up, which would be phenomenal if that's what happens. And there's a good chance that is what is happening right now for these cryptos. Like, good chance we rebound right up and we're still bullish. Like, this is a healthy pullback. Same thing with XRP. We'll finish this and then see a nice swing to the upside here. Ethereum, nice little rebound off that. Bitcoin, same thing. Nice rebound recovery off of this. So yeah, this is a healthy pullback and shouldn't come to anybody as a surprise that the markets are correcting here, especially when you look at Vong, which was pretty much the most obvious correction of all of them. This is going to continue to be a healthy pullback. Maybe we head a bit lower, maybe we don't. Regardless, it's necessary because it will pull us back up and eventually we'll break through that resistance. Keep in mind, like, the price we're at right now, we were trading at 670 and overbought. Now we're at 57, same exact price point here. So what does that tell you? We're doing good things and we're lowering ourselves to give us more room to head up even higher, which I think we will. Same thing with the stock market. So overall, I think this is a very good short-term correction here, and we're just going to nicely rebound off this and then start our ascent back up. So what that would mean is, again, the rebound would take place on that. We'd see the rebound like this on Ethereum. XRP would kind of teeter-totter in here and then hopefully rebound out. And same thing with Solana. So, I mean, that's going to be it, though, for today's episode. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications, subscribe. Check out BYDFI's trading comp if you haven't already with a link down in the description. And I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.